let's revisit Mike Perry's situation with his new team and his new corner. I can't get over it. Okay, I just can't get over it. I'm into the whole thing. Okay, he meets a gal. She was working at a coffee shop. He drives through. He meets her. He gets his coffee. They hit it off. Okay, great. We've got the story. I just offer you how they met so that you don't make believe they were teammates in the same gym and that she was working hard on fighting and he was working hard on fighting and they came together. I only offer you that to make sure that you're very clear that she has absolutely no experience within fighting, but she is going to go out and corner him. This isn't the first time Mike Perry has been cornered by his girlfriend, by a significant other. But it will represent the first time that that's the only one in his corner. You'll remember the Platinum Princess, of course, cornered Perry for every single fight, but there was two others there. She was there much over moral support, and then you had the actual, experts in mind and trainers and coaches. But each athlete is significantly different. I mean, look, when you put your corner together, you're putting people in your corner who you want in your corner, and there's no reason as to why you would want them in your corner. I mean, you don't have to go, okay, this is the biggest expert I know, and therefore he gets to be in the corner. That's not how it works. Some guys have a hard time focusing mentally. Just by example, and they don't even want to fight. They're just really good at it, but they don't want to do it. And they'll put somebody in their corner that can bring their mind back, keep their focus straight. That's really good for them. You'll have other guys that are so busy with the chaos that they are looking for technical instruction because they are losing place of where they're at in the contest. Just by example, there's several other reasons you would select your corner, just offering a couple of examples for you and showing you how drastically different those could be. Mike Perry doesn't strike me as a guy who's ever been overly concerned with the technical aspects of MMA. It is a brawl to the highest of levels. It's not about circle left, go right, watch this kick, throw it straight down the middle. It's just not. It is chaos. It is very ferocious. It is nose breaking, eye bleeding. I'm coming at you, you're coming at me till I'm exhausted, you're exhausted, or the bell goes off. I mean, it's just chaos. I don't know that it actually affects him. I love the storyline. I like the whole thing. Probably a really cool way to get a date. I mean, in all fairness, you tell somebody, hey, I'm on TV and I'm this professional athlete, and by the way, you're going to come out and be there with me. Probably a really good way to get a date. But I don't know that it is out of line for Mike Perry. If you're looking at this fight and you're thinking, well, I'm not going to bet on Perry because the strength of his corner is certainly not as strong as his opponent's corner, I just would offer that you might be missing something. If you're one of those guys who's not listening to his corner anyway, and there's a lot of guys out there like drive coaches crazy. Could you not hear me? Why did you not trust me? Why did you do nothing I said? I mean, that's a real thing. And some guys get so caught up in the moment. You also have exhaustion and fatigue. And then, you got the coaches doing the math from the outside, but the guy that's in the battle going, yeah, I heard everything you were saying, but I just didn't see the opportunity. There's a real reason for that. But if you're a chaos fighter who is looking for more chaos, just wants a mess to erupt, no chess being played, straight checkers brawl, like Perry? Yeah, I mean, I think you would just put somebody that was comforting in the corner and has a bottle of water to give you in between rounds, should you make it that far. I mean, I halfway do understand it, as weird as it may be. And not Perry's first time. Perry came out to Portland, did Submission Underground, took on Ally Aquina, where he was a 2.5-1 underdog, and had the princess in his corner and nobody else. Aquina had Aljo in his corner. Just by example, it's just not new for Perry. That's all I'm offering to you because I don't know that we have seen this before. There was a guy who had fought in the UFC, Reggie Davis. Is that right? Reggie Davis Jr. He was like a YouTube or an internet. A lot of fun, this guy, in all fairness. A lot of fun. But he ends up in the UFC largely just because of his popularity. He put Ronda Rousey in his corner. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You thought, what a strong corner. Ronda Rousey, that's incredible. How are you making the comparison? Well, at that time, Ronda wasn't Ronda. Ronda was a female fighter. She was over in Strikeforce, hadn't had UFC yet. People were starting to know who she was at a best, and he liked her and put her in his corner. And I believe she was the only one. There was a fight. Tito Ortiz took on the janitor, Vladimir Matyshenko. And the way the story went is that Vladimir had absolutely nobody in his corner. Zero. This is before commissions. So he was not required to have anybody and had nobody and did not get so much as a drink of water between rounds. You can go and find that story out there right now. That is very believed and that is perpetuated by the media. I have the foggiest idea where it came from because it was shot and put on TV, and he most certainly did have somebody in his corner, and he most certainly did have water, but he only had one person in his corner. The story over time has quickly been told that he had absolutely nobody, walked out there all by himself. You can go back and watch the fight. That's just not true, but he did not fill the corner. He did not use all of those spots. And that is a real thing. It's very interesting to me. I just find Perry interesting. I don't know that Perry can do something that doesn't get my attention. But the story going into this fight with Gall, what is this fight about? What ranking is this about? What is on the line? Is this a grudge match? Anything like that? No, I don't think so. You've got two interesting guys with conflicting styles, which throws you back to the old day of striker versus grappler. Don't make believe that Gall can't strike. Don't believe that Perry can't grapple. But I think you get the point in a broad stroke. And the bigger built-in narrative to the entire thing is that Perry has done away with all of his coaches, and evidence of that fact is none of them will be in his corner.